Welcome back to NDS. It's King Leo Picasso with your update on the Women's United States Championship Tournament. If you've been following, we put out our list of the top 10 contenders that we wanted in. 5 of those 10 made it in. Now, since our prediction video, one match has taken place, which we will be going over in this video. Here is the bracket that shows you who all the contenders are. And if you notice, looking at the bracket, there's a champion in each tournament match. The tournament itself is in similar fashion to the Men's World Heavyweight Championship, which took place in 2023, which featured an absolute banger between Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, which ended with Seth Rollins being the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. Similar to how the World Heavyweight Championship match took place at Backlash for the finals, the Women's United States Championship will be taking place at WWE's Saturday Night Main Event, which will keep with WWE's new tradition of crowning new titles at special events. Now, on to our first round in the tournament. Let's see where we at with it. In the first round, we had one of our picks, which was Candice LaRae, who we did choose as number 9 to join the tournament against Bayley, and interestingly, and a great surprise, Fab. The match started with all the women making their way to the ring, and I'm not even gonna hold you, Fab's entrance was absolutely great, and you could tell she was coming down to the ring with a purpose and planned on making a statement, and that she did. The match got off to a start with all women sizing each other up, trying to see who would attack who first. Immediately, the Poison Pixie started off with a drop kick, which would then take Bayley out of the match early. By doing so, she could turn her attention to Fab, who doesn't have as much experience on the main roster, but she was absolutely mistaken if she thought this was going to be light work. She attacked a couple of times before Fab showed her absolute strength by picking her up for a big scoop slam, holding her for a bit of time so the WWE Universe can see her strength before a powerful slam to the mat. Fab kept up with her assault, then giving her a sliding lariat to keep Candice grounded. Candice would then fight herself back into the match, only to be met with a back heel kick to take her down once again. During this time, a recovering Bayley made her way to the apron and was able to deliver a shoulder block, catching Fab off guard, but was countered before her next attack with the back elbow from Fab. With Bayley dazed and Fab's attention still on Bayley, Candice tried to take the opportunity to attack, but Fab countered her with a back kick. Now with Bayley and Candice both dazed, Fab took the opportunity to deliver a powerful double clothesline, knocking both opponents off their feet. Assumingly, Fab must have returned her attention back to Candice during the commercial break, because by the time we came back, Bayley had made her way to the middle rope, delivering a powerful elbow drop to the back of Fab, which finally got her down. Although at this point, the damage that Fab had done during the match had all women gassed and everybody was down on the ground. As each woman was able to get a breather, they all got to their knees and started to attack each other one by one, punching each other and giving each other elbow strikes, with Candice LaRae being the one who was able to take control of the match from that point forward. Candice was then able to rise to her feet first and get a running start from near the ropes, while Bayley and Fab were attempting to get to their feet. The Poison Pixie was able to deliver a double clothesline of her own, knocking both women back down. All women gassed again, were all on the ground, but Candice gained enough strength to crawl near the ropes again, which was set up a jumping code breaker, which she jumped off Fab's back, gave Bayley the code breaker, and landed herself onto Fab, which took down both of her opponents. She immediately went for a pin on Bayley, who kicked out. Then she turned around and went for a pin on Fab, who also kicked out. The Poison Pixie, clearly frustrated, started delivering axe handles and punches, taking out her frustrations on Fab. Bayley, the whole time, had still been trying to gain some ground and only to be stopped at every turn. Candice, continuing her assault on Fab, made her way to the top rope, only to be seen by Fab, who then saw an opportunity to try to attack Candice. Candice was able to knock Fab away before Bayley went for the same opportunity to stop Candice, attempting to deliver a superplex off the top rope. Unfortunately for both women, Fab saw that opportunity and she went over to try to deliver a super power bomb to both women who were stacked on the ropes. Candice was able to adjust her positioning just enough so that way she landed on top of Bayley to try to go for another pin, which Bayley kicked out of. Bayley tossed Candice into the turnbuckle, but was met by Fab with the spinning Uranagi. Candice, sensing an opportunity to get back in the match, tried to attack Fab, but was met by a big boot, which would knock her out of the ring. Fab was looking strong in the ring, ready to wrap things up, only to be met by Bayley, who was standing in wait, ready for an attack herself. Fab attempted to counter Bayley with an overhead leg move, only to be caught and rolled up into a pin for the 1, 2, and 3. And your first winner in the first round of the women's tournament is Bayley. Coming up this Friday in the Women's United States Championship Tournament, we will see Bianca Belair versus Blair Davenport, and somebody who landed number 3 in our picks, Chelsea Green. So come back next week and I will have another update on how that match went. And this week, Get ready for another issue of Bloodline Business where we'll cover and get you up to date on what's going on in the world of the Bloodline. There have been some new developments and a new member added. So go ahead and hit that like button or that subscribe button if you're new around these parts. And remember, we're not a dirt sheet. We ain't here to snitch. We're not here to tattletale on the storylines. Even if they break early, we're not going to do that. We just following it along with it as it goes along for those that do love this thing. Once again, this is King Leo Picasso. Thank you for coming through. And I'll see y'all either during the live stream or whatever content drops. So come back. Thanks for watching.